Hello students, welcome to MJC Learning. Standard 12, Science Stream, Subject IT, Chapter Advanced JavaScript. And in today's session, we will be learning about objects in JavaScript Part 1. We have learned that JavaScript is an object-based scripting language. Almost everything is an object in JavaScript. An object is a collection of properties, and a property is an association between a name and a value. So a JavaScript object is an entity having properties and methods. Properties as states and methods will be behaviors, how it behaves. So an object can group data together with the functions to manipulate it. So all the tangible things are called as objects in the JavaScript. Let's take an example of say car object. Car. It has properties like name, model, weight, color, etc. And it has methods like start, stop, brake, etc. So the first part is the properties, the name, model, weight, color. These are all the properties of it, features. And methods will be like when you click, when you start, when you stop, brake, etc. So all the cars have same properties, but they contain different values from car to car depending upon the model. Also, all the cars have same methods, but they perform differently. Some are automatic, some are non-automatic. So methods are there. Start, stop is there in every car, but they perform differently. So here also properties and methods of objects in JavaScript, they are accessed with the dot operator, and two types of objects are supported by the JavaScripts here. Built-in objects and the user-defined objects. Built-in means already which are used for simple data processing in JavaScript. These are provided by the JavaScript code. They are inbuilt in the application only. Or you can say they are predefined in the JavaScript language. They are called as built-in objects. We will be dealing with this in the next session. For example, you have math object, string object, date, array, what all things you can do with these objects we will be learning in the next session. So built-in objects are which are already predefined in the JavaScript language, and user-defined objects are which the user has created in the program or the application. JavaScript gives you facility to create objects as per your requirements. So when you create objects in your program, they will be called as user-defined objects. The new, new keyword is used to declare the new objects in the JavaScript. So you have two objects here, the built-in and the user-defined objects. Next, we will learn about the document object model, the DOM. As you know, every web page which resides inside a browser window can be considered as an object. A web page which is in the browser window, that also is considered as an object only. When the HTML document is loaded in the web browser, it becomes a document object. HTML document object. It defines the logical structure of the document. So the way in which the HTML document content is accessed and modified is called as the HTML DOM, document object model. How is the structure of the document? How is it accessed? How is it modified? That way. So it is a programming interface for the HTML documents. This document object model was founded by the World Wide Web Consortium, which works for standardization of web technologies. According to World Wide Web Consortium, DOM is a platform and language neutral interface that allows programs and scripts to dynamically access and update the content, structure, and the style of a document. See, it is a platform where programs and scripts can be accessed, updated, the structure can be changed, and style of a document can be changed. All this can be updated. The structure of the program is written in JavaScript, but DOM is used to access the document and its elements. So here we have the diagram. This diagram shows you the hierarchy of the document object model. See, window object is the top part. It is horizontally placed. This is the top part. Then you have four objects linked to it: location, document, navigator, and history. And further, the DOM, the document object, is having four sub form object: link, image, and anchor object. Okay, so this is the diagram of it. Window object is at the top of the hierarchy. It is the outermost element of the object hierarchy. Document object, in each HTML document that gets loaded into a window becomes a document object, and it contains the content of the page. How we design it using HTML, that way. The navigator object contains information about the browser, that is the browser's name, the version of it, its code name, etc. This all is shown by the navigator object. And the form object encloses everything in the form close form tag, which sets the form objects inside it. The form object contains all the elements defined for that object, such as text box, radio buttons, check boxes, drop boxes, action buttons, etc. These all are enclosed in the form object. So this uh, document is a standard for how to get, change, add, or delete HTML elements. Let's see some properties and methods of the document object that can be accessed and modified by the document object. So refer to this table. Here we have some properties and here we have some methods. Two things will be there. So some of the properties we have already learned, which you all are familiar with. The head property. What is it doing? It returns the head element of the document. How we write the program, head. Then the title. It sets the title of the document. The title is written in the head section. Then the URL. It returns the full URL of the HTML document. The body and the IMG tag. It returns the body and the IMG elements respectively. This is where you write all your contents, and IMG will be for any displaying image or the picture. So these are the properties of document object model, the structure to be defined, and these are some of the methods. Now the write, document.write or document.writeLine, these we have already used in the looping programs, which were learned in the earlier session. Okay, document.write is to display any statement or the result of the expression in the program. So here these will be the methods in the document. So only write will write the HTML expression or the JavaScript code to the document. Continuously it will write. Whereas when you say write ln, the next value will go on the next line. It is like your enter key. The same will be written, but a new line character will be added after each statement. One statement is over, the cursor will come to the next line. So the second statement will be considered from the second line. So if you want it continuously, you put this method. If you want it separately on a new line, then you go for the write ln method. And the third one, this we will be using in the programs, get element by ID. This is the common way to access any HTML element ID. ID and classes we have learned previously in the CSS part. So ID is to be also used here in JavaScript programs. So here there are many ways of accessing form elements, and this is the easiest way by getting the get element by id method. So this is one method here. Okay, same it works like document dot write only. It is used to access an html element id. So here you have the method, the get element id, and this is a property, inner html property. This is useful for getting or replacing the content of html elements. This is the easiest way to get the content of an element, and it is done by using the inner html property. Okay, getting or replacing the content. So here you have one program wherein this method is used and this property is used. Normally you started doc type HTML, HTML head title you write body, H2. This is my first page and H2 close. Okay. This part is normal HTML. It will be just displayed like this. See the output? My first page. It will be displayed in H2, second highest level of heading. And PID is equal to demo. This is just a name. Okay, you can put ID is equal to anything here. So P is for paragraph. Secondly, I am displaying the paragraph here. PID is equal to demo. And here I am accessing it. Script document dot get element. This is the way the format to write in JavaScript. Document dot get element by ID. This is inbuilt function. So here you have to write, see where you have written capital, small, as it is you have to display. If this I is small, it's not going to access. So you have to take care of case sensitivity here also. Hmm? Document dot get element by ID demo. So it is referring here, whatever is in the paragraph, that will be accessed from here. Whatever name you put here, if you say ABC, you have to write ABC here. That is the ID name just for accessing. Okay, so get element by ID demo dot inner HTML. This will be to get the content of the element. What is the content? Hello world. Okay, so here it is not displayed. See, in the P there is no text, just PID is equal to demo is written, and P, and what is to be displayed, that is written here. So this ID will be accessed here by this method and this function. So secondly, paragraph will be displayed as hello world. Okay, so here I am combining both these methods and properties of the document object. Next is another program. See here again, these two things are accessed. What is the program saying? Head script. Now here I am using a function. Function is written in the head part. This we have done in the 11th standard. So in the script part, first you have to write the function and then write the HTML part. So function name. This is just a name. Here also you can put anything. Function change text 3. This is just a three text variables are declared here. Three things are to be merged and written as a output. That's why change text 3 name is given to the function. So function name, and enclose the parenthesis. Variable style. Three variables are declared here. Variable style. What is in the style? Here there is a CSS. H2 style is equal to color colon green. Style will be whatever is in H2 will be color green. Variable text is equal to welcome to HTML5 and JavaScript. This is a text which is to be displayed, and variable close style is equal to close H2. So these all things will be displaying. First H2 with color green. What will be displayed? This, and then close H2. All three things will be added. So here you have document dot get element by ID. It's a function of DOM. The document dot get element by ID para. Here we have to refer to this ID. In the earlier program, say I had referred demo here. Same way, here I have declared paragraph ID is equal to para. So the same thing I have to access. What is the text? Welcome to the site. Okay. So document dot get element by ID para dot inner HTML is equal to all these three I am adding. Style plus text plus close style. All three things are added. Okay. And then the function is over. It's to be closed. Script head close. Body. Body style is equal to background color cyan. Here there's a cyan color in the background. H1 align is equal to center. This is placed in the center here. Okay. PID is equal to para. So this will be accessed from here. Whatever is the text will be accessed. Okay. But when input type is equal to button, this text is displayed, then there is a button below. On click, this is a function. Same way you have to display it, like how it is written here. On click is equal to change text. So when you click on this text should be changed. So when the control comes here, it will refer to this. What is the function saying? All three things are to be merged and displayed. Okay. And this program is for this. Welcome to the site is written and one button is written. When you input type is equal to button, on click on this button, it should change the text to welcome to HTML5 and JavaScript. This one. So this text should be overwritten to this. So on click, change text 3. This function will be invoked. Okay. And what is the value on the button? Click this button to change about text. That is what is written on this. That is the value. Okay. The text to be displayed on the button. That is the value. So here you have the function on click demonstrated. Okay. So this part is the function which is there. So this will be the program for get element by ID method. Another program, let's see. Top part you write script language is equal to JavaScript. Okay. Again, one function is displayed here. Function name. What it will do? Print the value. Whatever value you are giving here, that will be printed in the box. So function print value. Variable name. Name is displayed here. Document dot form1 dot name dot value. Here we are going to get the value of input text by the user. So we are using this. Here the document is the root element that represents the HTML document like in previous. Form1 is the name of the form. See here it is declared. Form name is equal to form1. If you say ABC here, write that ABC here. So form name can be anything. Form1 is the name of the form. Name is the attribute. Okay. Name is the attribute name of input text. Here, this name. Input type is equal to text. To design this box, we have used this code. Input type is equal to text. Name is equal to A. If we write, here you can put A. So that is the name. So from the document, you are going for the form. In that, you are accessing the name and the value of it. So value is the returning value of input text. So here is the program that prints the name with the welcome message. Okay, alert is given. Alert will show this box with the OK button. And what will be displayed? Welcome, and the name will be accessed. Name is not getting printed, NAME, whatever value you give here, that will be printed here. So we are accessing it. Okay, so variable name is equal to document dot form1 dot name dot value. From the form the name will be accessed, and that will be printed here, welcome Mr. So and so. So this part is the designing of the form part. Form name is equal to form1, then enter name is written, input type text. To design this text box, name is equal to, and input type button, value is equal to print is written in them. On clicking, what should happen? It should go to this function, and whatever is told in the function, the name is to be accessed, the value and printed, that is to be done here on clicking, not before only. So when you run this program, it will show you this output first: enter name, text box and the print button. Next, I will type the name here. Input any value, put your name, enter name, say Raj, and when you click on this, it will say welcome Raj. So on clicking on this button, it is accessing the value. It is going to this print value function, it's accessing, and then it is displaying it here. Okay, so welcome, whatever name is given here as an alert. Okay, so this was the uh, on click function demonstration of the program. So we have learned the document object model today with all the properties and the functions, the inner HTML property and the get element by ID method. Okay, so learn this theory properly from document object. Next object type we will be learning in the next session. Till then, keep learning. Thank you.